I'm sure this is my favorite Marvel movie of all time. This is the best Avengers movie of all time. This managed to put these characters in front of me and 20 other characters in one movie that worked so well. The pacing was so good. Everybody got their moment of shine. And it was a fantastic story. That's how you do a universe movie. This is my review, very short review of the Avengers Infinity War Episode 1 without any spoilers. So if you're looking for my spoiler version, then you'll probably see it next to this video, or click the link below and you'll be treated with my spoiler video. Now this is spoiler free, so I'm just going to tell you the basics on what you need to know about this story. So I'm going to start with the end. Once the movie ended, the whole cinema was just like, what the fuck just happened? Whoa. It was a shock to everybody. It was something else. Let's go step by step. This is a very, very long movie. It's about 2 hours and 36 minutes, I think. And there are a lot of characters in this movie. Obviously, this is something that Marvel has been building for 10 years now. With the original Iron Man, they started this. And in 2012, the Avengers came to be. That's the first time we saw Thanos. And Thanos, oh my god, the CGI, his whole character, he went through a great character development. A lot of characters went through very good development. Now, what my number one concern was when I was going into the movie is, oh my god, this is gonna be so many characters in one movie. How are they gonna pull it off? I mean, DC can't even put 5 characters in one movie, and we haven't seen such a pile of awesome superheroes in one movie compact. But what they did was very, very good. It's a long movie, but it feels short. The pacing works very good. They separated the characters, and there are different kind of teams in different kind of situations on different kind of planets. I think I can say that. They're separated. And the people who are separated work very, very good together. Now, each different movie has its own different style. Iron Man is different than Guardians of the Galaxy, and Spider-Man is different than Thor. And in this movie, every person gets their shine, and everybody gets treated as they would be portrayed in their own movies. It's very, very awesome to see that they thought this through. They looked at the characters and they managed to pull it off as it should be. Now our main villain is Thanos. I'm not saying anything new with that. We get to see him go through a development as well. You know, the first time we saw him was in Avengers, the first Avengers, at the end, or the end screen or a cutscene, where he said that he's gonna take matters into his own hand, and we've been waiting ever since. We've been waiting 6 years to see him in action, and finally we got that it's a beautiful progression of how he went through this storyline. He started out somewhere, we didn't know what his intentions were, we didn't know what his motives are, and by the end of the movie, we get to learn why he's doing that, what his motives are. We get to see a very good villain. That was not very common in Marvel movies, that we get a good villain. Thanos, perfect, because we see his point of view, we see what his beliefs are, and a good villain showcases his own perspective and believes in his own state of mind and own vision and whatever, and thinks that he's doing good, but he's not. And that's when you get the clash with the Avengers, with more than the Avengers, the whole universe actually. We see a lot of things go through this movie. We see each character struggling and trying to do right and trying to move the story progression forward, and they get into obstacles. Now this is a 2-part movie basically, so we get it like cut right in half, and it's got the structure of any good story. You have a beginning, a setup on what's gonna happen, what's happening. You have a problem, an obstacle that you have to overcome. That's where the movie gets cut off. So we're at the the peak point of the problem. We're at the peak point of the obstacle that it seems that no one can overcome. And in the next part, we're gonna see the resolution. We're gonna see the resolution of the conflict. Very good. The pacing was done very nice. The cut at the end where they decided to end it is a very good choice.
We have a great ending. We have something that satisfies us in terms of getting answers, but also a setup for the next episode. We need to find out what's gonna happen. Now this is the point when shit hit the fan. And it's bad. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, without any spoilers, it's bad. The Avengers, they got a whole lot of problems for the next episode. Now, another aspect that I was looking at was how well the chemistry worked between different kind of styles of characters, how well the jokes landed. I usually don't like jokes in any comic book movie or anything, but Marvel's got it figured out. Every joke they wanted to say landed pretty well. So when they wanted the movie to be funny, it was funny. When you got the very funny part with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they managed to mix that kind of style of movie telling with other characters where you wouldn't accept so much humor from. Although this movie is not just about humor, it's a war movie. It's also a drama where you have different kind of relationships happening, and there are some very deep consequences of choices. They made right choices in terms of which character's fate ends up how. But after coming out of the movie, I got more questions than answers. And that's what makes a movie great. That's why I started with the whole cinema just being quiet and saying, oh my god, did this really happen? There was sacrifice. There was great storytelling. There was absolutely fantastic development of individual characters. And the whole movie works perfectly. Why? Because they decided that they're going to invest 10 years of setup, of build-up, of introducing Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Groot, and all the other characters, Captain America, Panther, Black Panther, everyone that is in this movie, with their own story, with their own mind, own concept of the world. And once you know that they're fighting for that, what they believe, and they're going against one big threat, it just works out perfectly. Without saying any spoilers, I think this is going to be one of the most interesting and it's going to make a buttload of money. I think that finally Marvel cracked their supervillain thing. So now they have Thanos, and he is a great supervillain in this movie. They managed to pull together leading characters like team leaders like Stark, like Chris Pratt with Star-Lord, Captain America, Black Panther, and they work all together. So what I'm going to recommend for you guys is go watch this movie. If you haven't seen any Marvel movies before, go watch all of them, because it's worth it. You get such a huge payout with this movie. Very interesting. The graphics, the CGI, everything looks awesome. It's a beautiful movie. Thanos, he worked. You get his facial expressions spot on. And what Marvel does very well, from my point of view, is treating their universe and like something I could never imagine in a DC movie is having a Batman and then you having a wizard next to him. But there you have Iron Man and Doctor Strange, a wizard, and it works. For some reason, it just works. It's authentic. So guys, I recommend this movie. I say go watch it. It's one of the best movies this year for me. And yeah, that's it. Fantastic. Hats off to the directors. Guys, you did a fantastic job. I am in love with this movie. I'm gonna go see it my second time, third time, fourth time, and just be amazed with it. There are so many details in this movie that you have to catch. It's 2 hours and 36 minutes. It's a long movie, but doesn't feel long at all. And I think that's what a great movie is about. Guys, thank you very much for watching. My name was Joe. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe until my next video. Stay safe and